Here is the Astrolux FT03 Pro version 2. So this is rated at 6,100 lumens with a range of 1,411 meters. Features an SFT90 LED in 6,500 Kelvin, deep smooth reflector, anti-reflective coating on the glass lens, crenulated bezel, smooth anodizing. You got a bit of fins around the switch area, rubber switch. You got a battery status indicator. Behind it, retaining ring, so you have good access to the switch. So if that goes bad, you can actually have access to it. Desolder the switch, and you can get put a new one in. So a lot of the other switches are actually built onto the driver that you have to swap out. So it's a lot more work. USB-C charging port with power bank function. Block style knurling, and it provides good decent grip on it, and then your lanyard holes on both sides, and again tail stand, no problem at all. If we unscrew the front, there is no anodizing on the threads, and you've got a solid contact for the positive and a retaining ring around the driver. So there's no glue on this light, really simple to repair or to modify. The cell here is 26650 cell, 5000 milliamp hour capacity, and from the label 15 amp current. Take off the tail cap. Got a spring for the negative and nice anodized threads, so these are nice and smooth, of good quality. So I'll just go over the UI. So yeah, as you go, put in the cell, flash 2 times. So one press on, one press off on your memorized level, and then if you hold from off, it will increase from moonlight all the way up, or minimum ramp. And yeah, while it's on, of course, increase and then decrease in brightness. Double press for turbo, and you actually have to turn it off and then on to be able to get back to your previous level. If you just hold down the switch, it will just decrease in brightness. So triple click is strobe. Four presses is battery check, so 4 blinks pause and 2 blinks is 4.2 volts, which I won't go through, and then lockout is 5 presses to lock and unlock, and there's no momentary low when you hold the switch. The beam profile on it, just ramp up. So yeah, you've got a nice spot beam, good spill. And then as you can see, there is just a few rings around the outer of the beam, and then you've got the purple from the anti-reflective coating on the lens. The cons of this light is this is running an unregulated driver, so a FET driver. There is no stabilization, and it doesn't hold a very high output. The ramp speed, as you would have seen there, is very, very slow. So it ramps from under 1 lumen up to about 35 lumens, and then over about 3 to 4 seconds. And then after that, it goes really quick. So I don't like that at all. So just going very slow. It gets to about 35 lumens, and then it just boosts up. And I just don't like that at all. And the other thing is you cannot get it to stop on the moonlight level from off. So hold the switch down, so it just goes too quick, it zips too quick past the moonlight level and it increases up. I just don't like that. It needs to stop at moonlight just for a second. The power bank function is very, very slow. My Samsung S21 It took 6%, for 6% charge it took around 30 minutes, so it's only good for emergencies. In the manual it says it outputs at 2 amps, and it just doesn't seem to for mine. The measurements feel way below spec, not too bad on the range, but for the lumens it is down quite a bit. So it's rated at 6,100 lumens, and I measured 4,760. 4,790. The range is 1,411 meters, and I measured 1,170 meters. The sustained output is not that great. It dropped from 4,790 lumens down to 571. So that's a reduction, that's a decrease of 88% in the lumens. If you have a look at the range, it was dropped from 1,170 meters down to 405 meters, and that is a decrease of 65% in range. And I mention that because the lumens are the total light output, and so that makes up the whole beam profile of the spot and all the spill. And so that's not a gauge on the brightness. The brightness is really determined by the range, and so yes, you're getting a huge drop in lumens, but the actual brightness you're still getting around 400 meters of range, which is plenty. So yeah, of course it's not anywhere near as good if you had a regulated driver on here, but if you had a regulated driver and it was sustaining 1,000 lumens, you'd only get an increase of 150 meters. And then if you divide that by 2.5, which is giving you good, useful, illuminated visibility, you're only getting an increase of about 60 meters. So it's not a huge increase that you're getting. But yeah, I don't like an unregulated driver though, because it decreases over time as the battery voltage decreases, and I don't like that. I like going out on the farm and knowing that it's going to hold X amount of meters for X amount of time, not reducing over the duration. The last negative is that it only takes a 26,650 cell. There is no room for a 21,700, so you can't use an adapter. And this type of cell is, you just don't see it that often. It's not very common. It's harder to source, even though the 26,650 size is actually a good, nice size in the hand, the hold. Yeah, so overall, good build quality, good beam, but yeah, it's just the unregulated driver that really lets it down.